What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the Start This Business YouTube channel, the My Rental Car Journey mini-series. And today's episode, we are going over yet another new car. Yes, I added a new car to my business, so make sure y'all stay tuned. After the intro, we're going to dive right into it, and hopefully my voice comes back too. I don't know, but we're going to see. Stay tuned. We're going to dive right into it. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Start This Business YouTube channel. As you can see, my voice is still gone. I have no idea why I don't have my voice right now. So just bear with me. We're gonna still make sure this video happens. But as I said in the intro, yes, I got another car. It's a little different. Still an economy car. However, it is a little bit different. This is kind of a different path that I've taken before. So what the car is, I'm actually driving it right now. I'm actually on the way to get an oil change, so I'm driving it right now. But don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys some video. You guys are gonna get to see the outside, you guys see the inside, more than what you're just seeing right now. But the car is a 2015 Honda Civic LX Coupe. Now, as you guys heard, the word coupe, meaning this is a two-door car. If you guys have been paying attention to the channel, you guys typically know every car that I've been getting has been a four-door economy car. So this is something a little bit different. Now, the question, or the million-dollar question, might be, well, if everything's been working so far, why did you get a coupe? There's actually a couple different reasons. It wasn't intentional. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not like when I went out shopping for a new car, I knew that I was gonna walk away with a two-door coupe. I had full plan on doing the same thing and getting a four-door economy car. However, something else I'm doing different this time is, typically I've been cashing out on every single car that I purchase. This car is a car that I decided to finance. So with that being said, I actually had to, and especially the way I was financing it, I had a specific dealer that I was working with. I had to basically find a car from a used dealer, and not just any used dealer, a used dealer that was actually working with me on this specific car or on a specific transaction. So, the process wasn't easy. If anybody knows, if you've been in the used car market lately, you guys know that the market is terrible right now. I mean, everything is pretty much overpriced, and not only just overpriced because of the market, but also people know what we're doing. People know that there's people like myself out here buying cars that are going to flip them and turn around and either rent them out or even sell them again for more money. So they are at an all-time high right now, making sure that they get every dollar for their cars. So with all these things in mind, finding a used car is not like it used to be, especially if you're going through a used dealer. It is extremely hard because almost every car that you get, you're going to overpay for it. And it's hard. It's a very hard feeling, especially as an entrepreneur. You know, we want to get cars for as low as we can, so it's very hard sometimes when you know that you're overpaying for a car. And sometimes it's just a pettiness. You're like, I don't want to do it. I just know I'm overpaying. I'm not going to do it. And when you're in my line of work, you do that, and that's fine. But there are other people that say, hey, well, I know I'm going to make money off this car anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get it even though I'm overpaying, and they'll come and snatch that car even when you're processing thinking about it. So you got to be really quick. So with all these things coming to mind, that's basically what ended up happening. I was having trouble. Like, this process took me, I would say, about a month and a half. Close to a month and a half to actually find a car, because I was turning down a lot of cars. Like, there was a lot of cars that I was just turning down because I wasn't comfortable with them. I just wasn't comfortable with them. They either had too many miles, or there were some cars that were on this lot that it was showing a clean title, but then when you actually research it, there wasn't a clean title. So there was just a lot of things going on. I would take it every time I got a car. I would take it by my mechanic. My mechanic would look at it and basically tell me there's something wrong with it. So this was the very first car. This Honda Civic was the very first car that I researched, and I found out it was a good year. 2015 is a good year for Civics. Oh man, I just took out a bird. Like, I think that bird must have been on some suicide type shit, because I've never hit a bird like that before. I've never hit a bird, and I'm going very slow. Man, rest in peace to that bird I just hit. Damn, that kind of threw me off. But this was a good year for a Civic. Anybody knows, Hondas in general, Honda Civics, these are long-lasting economy cars. And I always wanted a Civic. I've always wanted a Civic. I didn't think it was going to be a two-door. I always wanted a Civic. I mostly thought it was going to be a four-door. But I always wanted to get my hands on a Civic because these cars can go to like 250 to 300,000 miles. If you have a Civic, please comment and tell me how long your Civic has lasted in the comment section, please. But I've gotten nothing but good feedback from mechanics and Honda Civic drivers about how long these cars last, and even when something is wrong with these cars, how simple it is to repair. So once again, now that I'm in the business of only using these cars for business purposes and I'm not actually driving them myself, these are all good things to hear. Like, these are all good news to me as a business owner in this space. Is long lasting, and when things do happen to it, is very cheap to fix. Those are like music to my ears. That's what I want to hear. So it's always been in my mind to get a Civic. With this one, the reason why I was okay is because I know I have a couple people out there that rents my cars that only do like DoorDash and Uber Eats and things like that. So my idea was, well, hey, if they're only doing food deliveries, maybe they can do that in the two-door car as well. I mean, you know, it is very good on gas. I think I filled it up the other day, and it only cost like $40 to fill up, which in today's gas prices is extremely good. That means when prices do go down, it's going to be more so like $20, $25 again, which is pretty good. So, you know, I was thinking more so, hey, well, it's not a four-door car, but they can use it for still the DoorDash and Uber Eats and things like that. I probably should have asked first, which is what I'm going to say is where I made a mistake. And this is why this is all going to be an experiment, because I have no idea. I've already asked one of my drivers, and they said they can't because they also do Uber. So you obviously can't do ride sharing in a two-door car. That's not going to happen. Like, you're not gonna be picking people up in a two-door coupe. Like, you're just not doing that. And they're not even going to let you. I don't even think, it's not even just if you want to or not. They're not even going to let you do it. So so that's off the table. So it's strictly going to be for people who either need a car when their car is getting repaired in the shop, or they're doing Uber Eats and DoorDash, and that's typically who I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for those people. That's my specific audience that I'm looking for with this car. Where I'm hoping that it's not going to matter. And matter of fact, I have a guy, I'm going to try to switch him into this car. He actually has my Ford Focus. And if a lot of people gonna know that I had one renter who had the car for 2.5 months, and then she went on vacation. So in the meantime, I gave it to somebody else who's actually using it for Uber Eats and Amazon deliveries. So he's not doing ride sharing. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to switch him into this car and take the Focus back and give it back to my original renter, who's now back and ready to rent the car. That is my plan. Like, that, if I can do that, that's what I'd rather do. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But yes, so it is going to be a little different once again, because I've never gotten a two-door car before. And also, like I mentioned before, I'm actually financing this car. So now what that means is, unlike all my other cars, the money I make isn't going directly to me. It's not going directly to my bank account, because now I have a car payment that I have to pay. And man, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I got ripped off. I mean, as I was saying before, though, I mean, I know the market is all high and everything, but I mean, man, it is so hard to look at these prices on these cars and move forward with it. Like, even, you guys know, especially when the paperwork, like how much paperwork it is. Every time we flip the paper, I wanted to back out the deal. Not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna lie to you. However, I went ahead and moved forward because I still know the numbers at the end of the day. So I'm just going to give you guys an example. Because I got a pretty high interest rate too, which is it's crazy. But so on this car in general, I'm paying like, I'll be paying with everything combined, insurance and everything, it's going to be like $4 and some change. Alright, about $4 and some change, which is a lot of money for this car in my opinion. A lot of money for this car in this opinion. But that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at paying. However, I know that in this car I can probably make at least $850 a month on. that is at least is probably gonna be $850 a month that I expect to make from this car. So with that being said, even with me feeling like I'm getting robbed, I'm still doubling pretty much what I owe on the car. So, you know, after a long thought and long thinking process when it came to this, I decided to do it, because basically what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm not pocketing any of the money for this car. Not when I have a car note. I'm not pocketing any of the money. Everything that I make is going right back into this car, because of course, for anybody that knows about buying cars, you know, whether it's used or new car, when you finance a car, your interest is always going to be front loaded at the very beginning of your term in your policy. So, or your contract, I should say. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to go ahead and hurry up and pay the car off, pay it off. And also boost the score up a little bit too, and boost some of the score up. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna pay it off, beat the interest, because if I do go ahead and pay it off, man, I don't know why people. I don't get why people make mistakes and then they look at you and blame you when they almost get in an accident with you, like it's your fault. Like, they're mad at me because they almost got in an accident, which is weird. But yeah, so no, back to what I was saying. So yeah, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pay it off, because if I don't, I mean, then I'm obviously paying a lot more than the car is actually worth, which I already feel like I'm getting robbed. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up all the money that I make. That's why I'm not wasting any time. I'm on the way right now to get the oil change. The car is actually listed live right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the oil change. Because I did list it at a high price. I didn't expect anybody to rent it out today. However, I'm going to flirt around with the price still, but I am going to go ahead and get the oil change right now. The car's already passed the inspection. I'm already using the phone holder that I'm recording this video on right now. The car's already got a GPS tracker in it. The windows are already been tinted, and I'm gonna show you everything too. You guys are gonna see all this. You guys can see the process. You guys can see what it looked like before, what it looks like now. The seat covers are on here. So the car's ready. The car's good to go. The only thing I did not know about, I did not ask the dealer about the oil change. And I really don't trust him because there is no sticker on the car anyway. So I really don't know. So at this time, I'm just to feel comfortable and feel safe, I'm gonna go ahead and get an oil change, just so we can have an updated record on the car and make sure that we know when the last time the oil's been changed. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm gonna go home immediately and probably mess with the price a little bit, probably drop it down just a little bit. So now the car can be rented out and on its way to paying itself back. That is the idea with this car, is allow this car to pay for itself, pay itself off, and then once again become a strictly profit car. Now that it's going to be paid off, it's going to be strictly a profit car that I can use and go out and generate some income from. So that is the goal. So again, I'm just letting you guys know everything, what my plans are with this car. It is a little bit different this time. You know, I kind of, again, instead of sticking to what I know, I stepped out a little bit based on my experience, that I think that is very possible that we can actually make this happen, make this thing work. So that is what I'm gonna try to do. And again, that's what I got you guys here for. You guys are gonna keep me accountable, and you guys are also gonna keep me honest. Because again, you guys are gonna see what happens. Either this could be a fail, guys. I mean, just gonna be honest with you. This is a finance car. This is a lot different from before. I can't just sell it, because if I sell it, what I actually will owe on the car is not gonna make sense right now. So I gotta stick it out. But that's me basically believing in myself, believing in the model that I've used so far, and just believing in the experience that I've had so far, and watching how this business has moved for me. So I think it's gonna be well. I think it's gonna be a success. This is a good car. I've been driving it for the last about the last week or so. Not every day, but I've been driving it. Drove some distance. Had other people drive it. The car seems great. The car seems good. Seems ready to roll. So we're gonna see what it does. You know, obviously the gas is really good on it, so we're gonna see what it does. And again, that's what I have you guys here for, because I'm gonna make sure you guys stay updated. And we're definitely gonna pay very, very close attention to this car, and hopefully, you know, by the end of the year, you know, we got this thing taken care of and we're strictly in profit. And again, it's got, one thing I didn't say, it's got 94,000 miles. This is also the car I bought with the highest mileage on it. It's close to 100,000. It's still under 100,000 with 94. But like I said, man, Civics can go, and look it up, it's 2015. Civics can go to like 250, 300. So, you know, I felt very confident about that moving forward. So, all right, guys, so this is it. 2015 Honda Civics LX Coupe. Yes, we went with the 2-door model this time. Clean little ride, though. It's fun to drive, too. I can't even lie to you. It's actually fun to drive. Handles real nice, real clean, but interior is not that bad. We got them seat covers put on because the seats were actually pretty dirty. So I had to clean those, shampoo those, but I still put a seat cover on there anyway. But the back's not actually that bad. It's not, for being a coupe, it's not as tight as I thought it was gonna be. Like, it's actually pretty cool. So you can see the dash. So usually I do put an in-dash in here, but because it already has the backup cam, as you guys can see, backup cam actually came with the car, so I'm not going to put an in-dash. Cause everything, I mean, basically it's just, you just don't have the dash right here, but you got the backup cam. It is Bluetooth capable. As you can hear, I got one on my phone, so it's already Bluetooth to the car, so it's Bluetooth capable. So yeah, I just felt like I shouldn't go ahead and just put a dash if I already have the backup cam and it's Bluetooth capable. I'm not gonna add that extra money in here right now. Now, if it becomes a problem where I can't get this car rented out, maybe that's something I'll think about. But yeah, this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just keep it like this. Like, man, I can't remember the last time I seen a CD player in the car. But yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. You know, obviously put the phone holder on there, which is a necessity for all my cars anytime I rent them out. But here we are. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty comfortable. Again, this car is not something I imagine people using as, you know, if you're gonna be doing Uber. This is more so of a DoorDash or Uber Eats type of situation. Because there is, once again, it's a coupe. It's a 2-door car, so it's not gonna be something you'll want people jumping in and out of like that. But yeah, this is something that I can get down with. But yeah, here's the coupe. Once again, I appreciate everybody stopping through. I appreciate all the shares, all the comments, all the messages, all the subscriptions, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned, and hopefully by next video, my voice is actually back to normal. We're gonna see. Like I said, I still don't know what happened. It wasn't like I was yelling a lot, so I'm not sure why it's going out like this. But hopefully by the next video, we're good to go. So once again, appreciate all you wonderful people, and I'll see you on the next episode. Let's go. Peace.